I want you to observe and pay attention because spirit will manifest in people, and the spirit will, it's like they try to talk to you, or they're saying something to you but not directly at you, using somebody else. For example, let's say you heard that. Let's say you drop a content, and your content is about, you know, positive. You're talking about God. You are uplifting people in your content. You are helping people to be aware about things in this world. You are sharing your experiences, and you are helping people through your content as well. You helping and you talking about your experiences, and you also exposing and showing things of this world, right? Like you showing things and you talking about topics and show, right? So let's say you drop a content today, right? Let's say your content, you talking about God, you talking about something positive, but at the same time, you are exposing a tactic that the dark does, or you just doing something. You finish your video throughout your day, right? You go outside, and let's say you're about to go back home, right, into your building, or whatever. And mind you, you just did this video, left it alone. You seeing that your video is getting likes, people's watching, monitoring spirits. So what happens is after this video, you're gonna see, of course, with the eyes, you're seeing people, right? These spirits body hack people with open doors, unhealed. Like anybody who's unhealed, who's dealing with trauma, who has a lot of anger, who has a lot of bitter, jealous, envy. Anybody operating in these things, especially with anger, those spirits could easily body hack to use that vessel to do whatever it wants to do. You feel me? You see? Because it needs to be low. That's what that way they could go in and they could go out. Or they could be right beside them. Anybody operating on low. When you see with the dead eyes and all that. See when you pay attention, especially with the NPCs, what you see out here too. But we're talking about when a human gets body hacked. That's the vessels that needs to be presented for the spirit to body hack, or any kind of door open. They can just jump in. Anyway, so let's say you drop your content. Now you see a person going into your building, right? And you observing. And this person minding their business, and anybody can be body hacked. Anybody's operating low. So it could be from a familiar face or not a familiar face, a man or a woman. But anybody operating in that kind of frequency on that easily, where they can be used for the spirit to jump in. And so what happens is, let's say you're going into your building, the person is quiet. They ain't saying a word. But as you walking, now the person is yelling, speaking. Ain't looking at you or acting like they're on the phone, but they're speaking in the video, and what's coming out their mouth is something directly to you, but the person ain't facing you. It's the spirit manifesting, trying to tell you, and it's like it's getting angry at what you're doing. That's how the spirits talk, or they trying to get you riled up too, get a reaction out of you. See? So let's say this person starts talking and they're like, oh, yeah, but they're acting like they're on the phone, but oh yeah, this person, he or she, who does he or she think she is, huh? Talking about they trying to be all like this and that. Did you see what they dropped? Did you see what they doing? And they think they perfect, and they talking about this and that. Weren't they living this way too? Weren't they about that way? They start trying to bring up a past, but this is a stranger or person just arguing, but they're not facing you, but it's the spirit that manifests. It's like the spirit is trying to talk. It's talking through you. That spirit, that demon is mad, trying to rile you up. Yeah. You see that? Yeah, this person is over here talking about this, and that. Yeah, like if they weren't this way too, man. That joint gets me sick. This mother. And of course, you know the spirits when it's low, they got to do what they're gonna do to try to rile you up and get your attention, even just to look. But you just pay attention, cause spirits manifest and body hack if they want to talk to you, and they might not talk to you directly, but they're using this body to talk to you and say what you're doing. And that's why it sounds similar, right? You'd be like, you ignore you're ignoring it, but you're listening to it. You're like, okay, but the conversation around you from these people, strangers that's getting body, it sounds too familiar, and it's right on timing. Oh yeah, did you see what he or she dropped? You see what they talking about? You see what they trying to do? Like if they perfect or they weren't such a way before, who they think they is, huh? That's what spirits do. And mind you, this person was quiet when you was observing. But as soon as you come in, here comes the energy shifting, your light. Demons is getting irritated. An easy person could get body hacked. This is why a lot of y'all, if you're wondering why certain conversations around you from certain people, oh, spirits be trying, they be talking, and it be sounding a lot too similar to your story or your situation, what you're going through, right? You be like, why that conversation sounds like these people know too much about me? Familiar spirits, monitoring spirits, they watching what you talking about too, light and dark. They listening from both sides, taking notes, not from the flesh, from the spirit realm. So anybody who's easy hackable, they're gonna get hacked, and that's what happens. Pay attention. Listen to what's coming out the mouth of the person. They don't have to face you or look at you directly, start a convo. It's the outrage that they start to do. That the outrage sounds similar to what you just did. You like, I just dropped the content. I just brought light in the content. I'm trying to motivate and help people with this video. And this person's talk. See, they feeling some type of way, but it's the spirit in them. Yeah. This person talk about this, and that, and they think they better, or they trying to help people out. Who the F they think they are? Huh? Weren't they this way too? Oh, I can't stand this mother. They trying to rile you, but that's the spirit that manifests in that person out of the blue. Pay attention. The spirits be manifesting to people, whether you know them or don't. But only those people operating on that kind of frequency with anger, bitterness, they unhealthy, they toxic, narcissist, and all that, they're easily used for the spirit to come into them and manipulate, to body hack them. Then, of course, you got, shapeshifters, NPC, it gets deeper than that too, but I'm just letting you know. So when you see people and they quiet and all of a sudden they start yelling or fighting, and what you listening to them, you're like, yo, wait, but what's coming out their mouth sounds a little too direct to me, but it ain't to me, but it sounds similar. Or even if regular people in groups having a conversation and they like, yo, if you went to a certain store, a certain place, they talking about that store, that place, the item, but it's familiar spirits. They watch, but they using people to talk. It's like, yeah, we see you, and we're talking to you too, but we're using anybody who's hackable. We talking to you, and we know you hear us too, but we can't really, because you're protected. A light always has your protection. Angels, they know what's up. So they do things from the outside, so that way when you look at them, they could rile you up, or agitate you, or try to get something on, or like to get a reaction. They need that energy, but when it's different when you ignore it. Just observe and peep, because they try to let you know they're like, I see what you do. I don't like that. And then there's some who do, but just pay attention. Pay attention, because the spirit is manifesting people, whether you know them or not. I'm telling you. You have to watch them, but the spirit's manifesting people to communicate with you without looking at you, but they talking directly to you in anger, especially if your video is positive or you bringing something into the light, so people could be like, oh, damn, that's what is happening. I ain't know about that. I'm telling you, it gets real like that, spiritually. And they use anybody. So it could be a female arguing like that, talking that sounds similar, or a man, or even a kid. It gets deep like that too. If they're operating on that frequency with doors open too, where they could be easily accessible and hackable to these spirits. And they manifest. I'm telling you. Just watch. 2026, man. You see the times? You don't gotta say nothing no more, man. When you, there's different, when everybody's like this and people was like this, it's hard for people's spirits and their demons will get irritated. It gets exposed around you, and you ain't doing nothing to people. You don't have to do nothing or say nothing to them, but you see them, their spirits, they start getting agitated around you if they operating on that frequency. And if they low like that, you're gonna operate those demons in them and irritate it. But if they're like on you with peace, joy, and they went through what they going through, but they on this healing journey, you gonna know, you gonna feel it. But those in the bottom, the narcissists and all that, the toxic people, the ones who's unhealed with bitter, jealous, envy, manipulators and all those toxic people, angry and all that, the spirit's gonna be using them and they're gonna be unhappy, and that's how those spirits manifest, man. But pay attention to that. Spirits manifest in people to communicate with you without facing you, to talk about what you just did. And they try to let you know through that person. Without even facing you. They will let you know who they think they is, who they talk, and they acting like they're arguing on the phone with somebody, or sometimes it's next to somebody, or they screaming at somebody, but it sounds too similar with what you just did or what you're doing. See, you have to observe. You gotta. Those of y'all, if you know what I'm talking about. All you gotta do is just keep praying for a hedge of protection. Stay with the Most High, because I'm telling you. Because even though they react in that way and the spirits are manifesting, God still sees it too. The angels are still watching. This is why they could say and do what they try to do just to get a reaction, but they can't really, because God is in charge. He's watching, and the angels is already there too. But they still gonna do what they're gonna try to do to try to rile you up from a distance, from a distance. But that's what I'm saying. Hedge of protection. Pray for hedge of protection, man. It's real out here, man. Spiritual warfare is real. It's not a joke. It's not. It's not. It's not.